Alright guys, in today's video, did not go to plan. I basically went to the junkyard and wasted a bunch of time, but I think it'd still make a valuable video, and it's kind of like showing you the other side to this whole automotive culture, game, well not game, but just like the automotive hobby itself. And like, okay, so there's a bunch of different car guys. I would consider myself like a hot rodder. I like to take old V8s, trucks, soup them up a bit, you know, put different engines in them and stuff, and do it on a budget with used parts and cheap parts. And I don't like buying fancy, crazy expensive stuff at the moment because I can't afford it with my situation right now. But look at this. This is a good sight. Look at that. Since day one, starting this build, it's been a while, but look at it. It's really worth it. All the clutch packs, new gaskets, the Corvette servo, that's for a Corvette, so it's going to help it shift better. New torque converter. Everything's installed. Like, it's pretty much good to go. That leads me to today's video. So I went to the junkyard to get a new dipstick tube and a torque converter bolt. It didn't go according to plan, but maybe that's what makes this video good. So it kind of shows you how shit can just not work out and can be a waste of money, time, resources, gas, driving, and yeah, but let's get into it and I'll show you right now. Alright, I'm just rolling up now. As I get closer, I start to realize I forgot a couple tools I might need. Yeah, what a bonehead move that was. I'm gonna have to make do with what I got because there's no turning back now. I'm gonna have to MacGyver some stuff up to get my parts. Like the main thing I forgot was socket extensions. I forgot extensions for my ratchet, and now that's gonna screw me over a bit because I'm gonna be working like an idiot today. But yeah, we're here. I don't really want to show you the title of the place just because I don't really know what the legal issues are involved with showing the titles of places or whatever. But yeah, on the other side of that fence is a couple of old General Motors trucks, which I'm gonna need parts from. So let's get to it. Alright guys, I'm here in the yard. Look what I found. This late 90s hunk of shit stepside S10. Or Sonoma, I don't know, it's an S10 or a Sonoma. Same thing though. Basically what I need is the dipstick tube from it, because it's the same from the Jimmy. The closer I look though, the more rusty it is. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull out the dipstick tube for the transmission, which is this guy right here. All this crap, remember I told you I forgot my tools, right? So instead of unbolting this, I just had to rip it off and break shit and cut shit to get to it. Down there, there's a 15mm nut holding this tube to the back of the bell housing. So I'm gonna go ahead and take that off. Alright, so I got a couple different contraptions to get this thing off. It looks like a pain in the ass, but I have a ratcheting 15mm wrench and the end pivots as well. Should be able to get it off. Oh my god, this thing's a bit of a tight fit, to be honest. The thing about these Chevy S10s Jimmys, they crammed a fairly big drivetrain and engine into a very small engine compartment, which is causing me a few headaches. Well, so all those threads, this is one of the bell housing bolts. This is what was holding the dipstick tube in. Now it's loose. Now I gotta try to twist it out of the transmission without damaging it, because that's how I broke it last time. So long story short, after that clip is when it went south. So I'm wiggling that dipstick and whatnot. Earlier in the video I said that truck, the longer I look at it, the rustier it looks. So here I am wiggling, trying to get this dipstick tube that kind of comes down like this. See right here? This is that bolt I took out. Well, this is modified, but just ignore it. It comes down like this and goes into here, which is the filler hole. It was stuck in here and it was rusty. While I was moving it, it literally broke right here. Exactly where it broke on my old truck, or sorry, on my original part, because it was rusty. So that's when I would kind of like, well, I didn't get pissed off, but that's when I realized I just wasted driving there, getting the part, whatever. So that's kind of like a lesson that I like hot rodding and buying cheap parts, but I think I have to know my limit and stay within it. I know that's a saying for something else, but I like it. And what I should have did from the first place was hop on Amazon and order a brand new one for 40 bucks and new torque converter bolts for another 40 bucks. Total 80 bucks. Plus I got Amazon Prime, so it's not too bad. And that's exactly what I did after that video clip. So that's just a little lesson on going to the junkyard. If you're looking for specific parts, like say you want like a car seat, sure, go there, seat's right there. Oh, it's in pretty good shape, 4 bolts, put it on one of the wagons, go pay for it, go put it in your car. But when you got rusty parts down behind things and you can't tell how good they are, if they're any good or not, you don't find out until you do all this work to take it out to find out it's rotten. So that was the issue with that. But it's just a learning experience, just knowing which parts to not get used and which parts to get new. And, oh, I guess I'll spend the 40 bucks. So, but aside from that, as soon as I get those parts and my arm will be good to go soon, this should be going back in the truck, and then that will be the final celebration if it works. See you later, guys.